everybody, welcome back to the Magic Pass. We are here for the Disney California Food and Wine Festival 2020 Part 2. It's such a long name. We are here to try some more foods, and we are here joined by a special guest, Pierre, to help us eat all of the things, because quite frankly, we're getting pretty full. But yeah, there's a few more items that are new that we want to try. We also want to try some returning stuff.
I am super ready. That's right.
I can't eat anymore, Pierre.
It is my pleasure to help out.
And we're also, we want him here for the joy of his company, obviously. And it's fun to, explore Disney with somebody else and somebody new. So come with us on this very special episode of the Magic Pass. Let's go. So we got our first batch of the day of round 2. What do we want to start with? What's jumping out at you?
Let's let Pierre pick. What is?
Well, I definitely think I want to try this Artichoke Toast. This looks amazing.
So this is from the I Heart Artichokes Marketplace. It is artichoke toast with artichoke cream cheese and olive and artichoke tapenade.
Wow. A lot of artichoke.
Yeah.
Artichoke on artichoke on artichoke. So
that sounds delightful. Oh, wasn't that hard to cut through? I like that.
So at least the bread won't just destroy your gums.
That's correct.
now, how is the olives? I'm actually not big on olives, but I want to try this.
I love olives. I just put it out there.
Those are black olives?
There's also some green olive, I think, dropped in there.
Okay, that's very interesting. Because I'm generally not big on green olives. I tried it once and then...
Never.
Yeah, I took one whole green olive, bit into it, and hated the taste of it.
I think so. That's what it looks like right here.
But that was a good balance, good flavor. It's nothing overwhelming.
Yeah, you can get... Is that cream cheese or ricotta underneath there?
It is a artichoke cream cheese, so it's artichoke on artichoke on artichoke. I actually think it's much better than I expected.
Yes.
Because, the olives and stuff don't overpower it. Again, I don't really like olives, so I didn't get too heavy of an olive taste.
Me neither.
Got lots of artichoke. The bread is kind of crunchy on the edges, but soft in the middle.
Yes.
The cream cheese is real good and smooth and nice and creamy. That was actually really good.
Very good.
More good than I expected.
I liked it.
Yeah, crunchy and soft. It's got a good chew to it. Good flavor.
It's like a fancy pinkies out kind of appetizer. You know, have a little wine.
Yeah, that was good. I think we'd all recommend the avocado toast. Good start to the day. That was a good appetizer. All right, what's jumping out next?
You call Shane off.
Well, it's right in front of me, so we'll have the garlic mac and cheese.
Carbonara garlic mac and cheese with some bacon on there as well.
This is not a vegetarian at all.
Did you take your lactate?
Not yet.
This is from the Garlic Kissed Marketplace, yeah. It is white cheddar cheese sauce topped with bacon, parmesan, and red pepper panko crumbs.
That's a good taste. Savory.
Savory?
Yeah, the cream sauce that they have on here, the cheese, it's very savory. The bacon is very crispy, so that's a good crunch to it. I like that a lot.
Good.
Yeah, it's very, very good.
Didn't get too soggy or anything?
It's not an overpowering
No.
bacon flavor.
No.
Pierre's 100% right. That bacon is crispy, adds a little crunch, along with the panko breadcrumbs. Mac and cheese is creamy. It's not as creamy as the cheeseburger
No, that thing is
Impossible
just
mac and cheese,
gooey
which that
mess.
is just like it was almost like overly creamy. This one's got a good balance to it. Parmesan cheese is good. Bacon's real smoky.
I'd say both mac and cheese places we've had have been winners so far.
Been good, yeah. Before, mac and cheese has been very hit or miss. It's either like too creamy or it's a weird combination, or sometimes the bacon that they put on top overpowers it and that's all you can taste is just bacon and macaroni and you don't taste any of the cheese. This, because it's that white cheddar, has a strong enough flavor that comes through. So from the Off the Cop Marketplace, we have shrimp and braised corn with chorizo, green onions, and crispy corn kernels.
There goes Goofy.
I'm going to try the crispy corn and chorizo first. Not heavily crispy in this one. Definitely a bit of a sweet flavor to it.
Goofy Sky Skull's running now.
Yeah, Goofy Sky Skull's up and running.
I wonder if it's the corn that brings out a little bit of the sweetness to it. But yeah, they're not overly crispy. They're definitely a little bit grilled.
Goofy's
The
having.
goofy ride has begun. It was not running a second ago. Yeah, there's a little bit of a crunch. I don't think it's from the corn like you're saying.
No,
I think
right.
maybe it's from the chorizo, like a crispy end of the chorizo, but there's not much of a crunch.
Yeah.
The corn's pretty good. Figure out what the sauce is?
Not necessarily. I think we try it on its own.
I'm not going to eat the shrimpy.
Not a lot of flavor on the shrimp. I don't know if it's because the chorizo underneath it is supposed to be like bringing the flavor, but the shrimp, there's not much seasoning on it. It just tastes like shrimp. There's not a lot to it.
I like the corn. The corn had a decent. I'm not a shrimp person.
Sure.
I can't tell what the sauce is though.
Me neither. I just had a little bit of it.
It's a little bland.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of flavor to it. There is a little sweetness from the corn, a little bit of roastedness because it tastes like roasted corn. There isn't much of a crunch like they described.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
There's like a mild peak to it though, right? Like
That's probably the chorizo.
A little spice
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah. So maybe if you get the chorizo, there's a little bit more flavor to it, but overall, yeah, because the shrimp wasn't very seasoned and I don't know, it was a little bland for me, but. All right, our last of this bunch, we've got the mini chicken chimis with chimichurri, corn pico de gallo, and chipotle crema. Got a little bit of cilantro on top. You can see the black beans, chicken, some corn in there.
I was thinking at first it didn't have like a lot of heat, but after I swallow, I definitely have a little bit of a dance on the tongue,
Yeah.
so to speak. Of a little bit of a
chipotle
spiciness, seasoning, yeah. Chipotle crema is definitely cooking in.
Inside's nice and soft.
Yeah.
Chicken's tender. Chipotle crema's good.
Not a lot
But
of
it's not
flavor.
great, yeah.
Right.
The edges, the back edges are crunchy, which adds a little nice texture to it because the rest of it's just pure soft.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't pick up a lot of flavor besides that
The crema.
Crema sauce, yeah.
The crema's so strong, it
Egg
kind of
roll's
takes
good.
away from the roll
Egg
cold.
Good. It's good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't pick up a lot of flavor on the inside.
And the crema's strong, yeah, it definitely leaves a little heat on the tongue, you're absolutely
sure.
right. So it adds that little bit to it, but then it kind of takes away from the flavor of the chicken, because at first when you bite into it, you get soft, tender chicken.
Yes.
Then that crema kicks in though and takes over everything, which isn't bad because the crema's good.
I don't
Okay.
hate it.
Yeah. And they're just two little ones, so I mean, I think it'd be a nice little snack.
What about
It's
you?
not the top of
Would
my
you?
list, but
I agree with him with like a nice little snack. That's what I think of it as. I like spicier things a little bit, so the crema,
You want a little more heat?
yeah, that works well for me.
Okay. Nice.
But you're right. Now, as long as it's not too overpowering, but yeah, it's good. It's good. It wouldn't be my favorite thing, but I like it.
These guys are right television, folks. If you get a seaside small place, you're in the right place at the right time. My kitchen is open. I don't want everyone to come on in and gather on around. Right this way. Toes all the way to the side. Come all the way, all the way, all the way here. Toes spear to me. That's right. The closer you get, the better my chefs look. I gotta tell you, we're devastatingly handsome. Of course, we got Chip and Dale in the house as well. Looking good. Chefs looking mighty fine.
Round two, the sweets edition. Then we'll go back to doing savory. Yeah, round 2 of 2. I really want to start with the chocolate hazelnut crunch just because it looks delicious, and I'm a big fan of Ferrero Rocher. That's kind of what it looks like. It's milk chocolate mousse filled with a hazelnut ganache and a hazelnut pieces. So let's cut it in half. and see.
Bad Pierre's just like,
Oh, that's okay. Yeah,
I
don't
can't eat that.
Yeah, I don't really eat sweets, but I will totally judge the presentation. It's got this little gold piece on the top that I kind of like.
Edible gold leaf. Let's open it and see what the inside looks like. Oh yeah, there's some hazelnut on the inside. So it does look like the chocolate mousse is sitting on a little piece of chocolate cake that's at the very bottom. Let's try it out. Chocolate mousse, super creamy, just silky smooth. That's really good. The outside has like a nice crunch to it because the chocolate coating on the outside has a little crunch, and then the hazelnuts themselves add a little crunch, so you get the texture. It's sweet, it's smooth, it's light and airy. It's not as heavy as some of the other desserts.
Man, that is good.
There's a little hazelnut surprise in the middle, so that too will add like a little bit of texture.
It tastes like it's a Ferrero Rocher, but like with the cold pudding.
Yeah. With the cold mousse in there.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah. Again, on a hot day, it's not as heavy. Like, we loved there was a macaroon that had like similar flavor profile. It had a little peanut butter in it, but that was real heavy and chewy and dense, but delicious. This is super airy and light. It'll be good on a summer day. Super creamy.
Okay.
Do you like it?
I love it. Love it. I
But
want
you're scared to go back in?
Well, I
that's
want to
great.
eat all of it now, but I know I have to eat that or that, so I'm gonna wait and decide which one I want to
Continue eating. So next up we have the Oikos Greek yogurt California berries summer pudding. It's a brioche bread soaked with raspberry puree, stuffed with Grand Marnier infused mixed berries,
Brioche bread.
and finished with the Greek yogurt whipped cream, fresh berries, freeze-dried strawberry crumbles. I don't really see the crumbles. Do you?
They might have melted
Melted?
on the side.
I don't taste much of the cake. Maybe I need to
Okay.
get more of it. The inside has just so much fresh berries and compote
Okay.
that that's all I'm getting, which isn't really a bad thing. It's again on a summer day, it's super light. You get lots of raspberry. That's mainly what I'm getting.
I get a lot of raspberry. The other thing that bumps me on berry desserts, like I have a texture phobia. So seeds, like 'cause I
Seeds
got a
from the
big chunk of raspberry.
Okay.
And when you have a soft, like a brioche bread, and you bite into it, and you got this crunch. It drives me nuts.
Weird.
So
That makes sense to me.
I do like it. It is kind of refreshing.
If you're a fan of raspberry and really tart desserts, you'll probably enjoy it. I too am more of a sweet person. I'm just like Josh. I'm not big on raspberry or blackberry just because I like the flavor.
I don't like the crunch.
It's the texture and chewing the seeds. And then there's not a lot to the cake. The cake is pretty much just a vessel, your favorite word, to hold all the fruit on the
The Greek
inside.
yogurt whipped topping is really good.
Yeah.
With just the blueberry on it. If it was a raspberry jam with blueberries without all the raspberries in it, I'd probably like it more just because the crunch, man.
And the cake is so soaked. There's no like structure left to it.
Okay.
It's just instantly.
Dissolves.
It's just a mushy cake.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't steer anybody away from
I
it.
wouldn't say that's the good thing about it. It's not as sweet as your chocolate hazelnut one.
Yeah.
It is, more just the sweetness seems to come all from the fruit. So it's not as sweet. If you like tart desserts,
Yeah, if that's it.
that was from the berry patch. So now we're going to try the other item from the berry patch, which is Raspberry-Lychee-Rose Custard. It's a tapioca pudding topped with mixed berry compote and freeze-dried strawberry crumbles. Again with the strawberry crumbles. This has got it though.
Yeah.
You can see the crumbles on there. You big on tapioca pudding?
I don't know. I don't know if I've ever.
I remember when I was a kid, I couldn't stand it, but then I just loved everything. Like, so butterscotch pudding was great.
Yeah.
Chocolate, obviously.
Yeah, like
But I remember
rice pudding and
I couldn't do.
tapioca.
But I feel like I've had it once or twice in an adult life, and obviously a much better taste palette for it.
So curious, it's like you can't decide.
I don't know how I feel about it.
Interesting.
I don't think I like the tapioca pudding.
Okay.
I think that might be what it is.
I mean, I'm just not a big tapioca pudding fan in the first place. I thought I wanted to be open-minded and give it a shot, but you definitely get the strawberry on top and the little crumbles add like a
To
little
me, it
texture.
tastes like cheese. To me,
Cheesecake.
Right, biting into like.
It's got like bumps in it.
Like if you screwed up a cheesecake and it came out really lumpy.
And put some strawberries on top. Yum!
If you screwed up a cheesecake, that's
That's it. There you are. Oops cheesecake, that's what they'll call that.
perfect thing.
Yeah.
Oops, cheesecake.
Oops cheesecake.
Yeah, the texture's just weird. I completely agree. This is the Oops cheesecake topped with strawberries. If you like tapioca pudding, then you'll probably love it.
I mean, I feel like my kid might like it because it almost has, that weird bowy kind of texture to it. Like she likes stuff like that.
Okay.
I just don't.
Right. Like, as long as she does, I just have definitely strong memories as a kid of not being into tapioca.
I like when you're talking about the butterscotch pudding. I like it because it's creamy, it's smooth.
Yes.
This has that, but then suddenly there's bumps in it of like a boba, but like mini. This is a chewiness in it, and that kind of throws it off. The compote's good on top, and the little freeze-dried strawberry bits. Good. Add a little texture to it, but
it's not bad.
no, nothing across any of these I think is bad. It's just I think we prefer one over the other two. So the berries are okay. If you like tart desserts and tapioca pudding, go by the berry patch and grab those. But for me, they're decent, but just not that memorable. I would just go with the chocolate hazelnut.
Which I'm going back in for.
Yeah. All right, so we've got a couple more dishes here. This first one, we've got the seared salmon with a lemon pea puree, black rice, and a Meyer lemon relish.
I was wondering what the yellow thing was.
Okay, so that's the relish there, and everything else is the pea puree. Yeah, it's very good. It's not like an overwhelming flavor. It's complimentary in my opinion.
The fish is done well.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna take a tiny little bite. The rest is all you.
Yeah. Lemon relish, very tart, for sure. I like that a lot. I would probably spread it a little bit over the salmon. Salmon's cooked very well. It's the outside is definitely firmer, but the inside is still flaky and tender.
That lemon puree on that salmon, it's actually really good.
Yeah, I really like it. It's a good complementary flavor. You get a little bit more of that relish into the bite.
Solid.
But yeah,
Good? How's the black rice?
it's a good solid rice in my opinion. Like it doesn't necessarily add or take away to anything. You know, I think the main dish is definitely the salmon here for sure. Yeah, the pea puree, I really like that a lot. It adds a little subtle texture to it, a little subtle flavor.
But you definitely want to get the lemon.
Yeah, the lemon relish is definitely the strongest thing in here. It's very tart, even with just a little
It goes a
tiny
long
bit.
way, yeah.
Absolutely. So you don't want to get too much of that, but if you add a little bit of the relish into everything else, it's a very tart flavor.
It's probably one of the lighter / healthier snacks that you can get. So far, everything we've eaten has been either kind of heavy,
I agree.
super sugary. Yeah, this actually you don't feel too guilty. It's a healthy snack.
Yeah, that's great.
Go for the pizza roll, bud.
Go for the pizza roll now. This is from the California Craft Brews booth. Pepperoni pizza egg rolls. It has mozzarella cheese, garnished with shaved Parmesan. You've got parsley and red pepper flakes with marinara and pesto sauce. Definitely a crunchy texture with the egg rolls, of course. Very good flavor. Very good flavor. If you
The two together.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the pepperoni.
The pepperoni is, like I was gonna say, that's the flavor I taste. Like, little bit of like a spiciness to
I
it.
was gonna ask, is it a little spicy?
Yeah, a little bit of a spiciness to it. As I finish the bite, it's kind of dancing on the tongue a little bit.
How's the egg roll cooked?
So
I can hear it crunching.
Yeah, it's definitely very crispy.
Crunchy, it's flaky. Pepperoni is a little spicy.
Yeah.
Not actually hot.
Right, absolutely. You know, just very, very mild. But I like it. It's a good flavor.
Yeah,
The
I like
sauce is good.
I like the egg roll crunch.
Yeah.
I think it's surprising. Like usually you would think of maybe like a fried mozzarella stick as the texture you'd get with pepperoni and cheese, but that really flaky egg roll shell is that's good. That's a good.
Yeah.
It's a good little treat.
The mozzarella cheese is not like super gooey. It's not gooey at all.
No, it's not pouring out.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's a good balance in my opinion.
The pesto's good. The pesto and the marinara do complement each other well.
Really, the pesto marinara combo works?
Yeah, surprisingly. Because I did a light little dip in the pesto just to add a little different flavor to it, and because Pierre did it, I felt peer pressure to do it. So yeah, I like it.
Pierre pressure, that's usually what it is.
Peer pressure.
All right, so we got the, how do you say it again? Oikos?
Now, Oikos, Greek yogurt, Banoffee tart. There you go. I can read.
Yeah, we can do this one. It's a graham cracker tart shell filled with layers of fresh banana, dulce de leche, topped with Oikos, Greek yogurt, whipped cream, pecan brittle, and chocolate crunch. And it looks so good.
Had so many sweets.
That is so good. It is a banana cream pie. It tastes exactly like a banana cream pie with a little bit of crunch on the top. Because basically at the bottom, the crust, it's a little soft, but the edge has a little bit of texture to it. Then it's just at the very bottom, it's just a layer of banana. Then the cream and then some crunch on top for good texture.
I'm having a moment.
It's
good.
dynamite.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's good.
It's not too heavy. It's another really light dessert too because it's mostly cream with just a little bit of the banana in the top or in the bottom.
My wife, who should be watching these videos, but that would be her favorite. She loves banana cream pie. And it kind of reminds me of the Magic Castle has a really good banana cream pie that they make in-house. It's on that level because it has like graham cracker crust. Is there a camera?
It's a dulce de leche. That's what I was just lifting up the cream to see it, and it is. So it's the bottom of the crust, a layer of banana, a layer of the dulce de leche, and then it's just mostly cream. But that's good because it makes it light. So you get the sweetness in the banana at first, then the lightness comes in.
This might be jumping to the top of my list.
Oh my gosh, this might be my first 10 out of 10.
Man, is that good?
Because the crust itself of the tart isn't too firm, but it's not too soft. It's just enough to hold everything together. But you do get a crunch from the cookie topping that adds to that texture.
Yeah, everything about it is just
dynamite.
That's rocking.
That is so good.
That might be the winner.
Highly recommend the Banoffee tart.
Yeah.
So
that's a must try.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll wrap things up on Disney California Food and Wine Fest 2020 episode 2. Thank you, Pierre, for joining us today. Out of all the dishes today, did you have a favorite?
I would probably say, I think I lean towards the garlic carbonara mac and cheese. And the salmon too. Those ones are definitely at the top. The mac and cheese, very savory. I love the crispy bacon on that one.
Yeah.
Good filling dish in my opinion. And then the salmon is definitely, for a little bit of a healthier option. That one's a really flavor as well too. The lemon relish on that one. I love that one.
Nice, good stuff. So definitely check those out. Down in the comments, I am going to put our rankings of everything we ate today.
Which was quite a bit.
Yeah.
We did. We ate a lot.
Yeah, 10 items today. Plus the 14 we ate the other day. We covered quite a lot here on the Magic Pass.
Don't forget, head over to the Instagram page to enter for a nice chance to win an annual pass holder pin. All you have to do is follow and then like the post and tag 2 of your friends, and you could win a limited edition annual pass holder California Food and Wine Festival pin. That's a lot.
So on Instagram, it's just @themagicpass_. I will put that down in the description as well. But that'll wrap things up on this episode. Until then, we'll see you next time. Be sure and like and subscribe. That's it for the Magic Pass. Pitch me your dating app, your Disney dating app.
I'm going to pitch you.
Yeah, pitch me your Disney dating app.
I think there should be a dating app that when you're at the park, kind of like, what's the swipe left, swipe right?
Tinder?
Kind of, but like only for people that while you're at the park, you know, if you want to like wave or flirt or whatever it is, I don't know, I don't use them.
Yeah, wink.
But you could find someone who is like a Disney fanatic like you are. And, you know, if you're at the park with your friends and you're by yourself, you know, single rider. I think that's it's the app. That's the name of the app. Single rider. Find another single rider at the park you can have a coffee with, go on a ride with, and talk about all things Disney.
All things that you love at Disney?
Yeah, why not?
So single rider, somebody out there, an app maker, make this happen.
Yeah, you got $1 billion idea. Maybe not $1 billion.